So we'll start with some movements through the spine in seated cat-cow. So bring your hands onto your knees, and as you inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, and as you exhale, pull your belly in and round your upper back. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. And feel free to move more organically, so maybe rolling through the waist, maybe adding some movement to the shoulders, just waking up the belly, waking up the spine. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, inhale, and exhale, neutral spine. So you'll bring your feet down about hips width distance apart, hands under the knees, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and lean back so that you have a diagonal line from the crown of your head to your sitting bones. So just lean back and hover the toes. Right away, your core starts to activate. Keep your heart lifted, nice straight spine. And then you'll keep your legs where they are. You'll keep your spine nice and diagonal, and you'll bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing your lower back, so your elbows are gonna bend back. So take an inhale here. As you exhale, hinge back, elbows bend, and then lift. And we'll do a few of these. So lean back. So your arms don't fully straighten. Keep a micro bend when you straighten and lift. Little hinge backs with some tricep work. So you can stay here if this is challenging enough for you. If you want to go a little bit further, bring your knees in, and as you exhale, hinge back, triceps bend, legs straighten. So in, getting a little bit more activation through your lower belly. Don't forget to breathe. You might feel a little bit of work through the hip flexors. Those will be some stabilizing muscles. And let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your legs. Now, maybe you stay on your hands, maybe you release your arms for a full boat. You can keep your knees bent or try to lift the toes as high as your nose. 1 more inhale, exhale, bring your knees in and release your feet. So now we're gonna recline onto our backs and do a quick scan of your spine. Make sure your neck is long, both shoulders are on the mat, your upper back, middle back, and lower back. If you feel a sway in your lower back, just kind of tuck your hips under. Bring your fingertips and check that there's no space between your back and the mat. And then bring your knees in. So if you have some tightness in your hamstrings, you can keep your knees pretty bent. If you want to go a little bit deeper, go ahead and straighten your legs about 95%. Fingertips to the nape of your neck, your chin is up. Take an inhale, exhale to crunch. So inhale, lower boat, don't let your shoulders touch the mat. Exhale to crunch. So if looking straight up doesn't feel great in the neck, you can look at your toes or at your knees. Just don't pull the chin down. Also, your hands are there to support the weight of your head, not to push the head. So the work is coming from your abs. And again, don't forget to breathe. And let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that last one and we'll do little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a little side to side sway. So now, keeping that length in your spine, you're going to slide your thumbs under your hips and float the feet. Again, you can keep your knees bent or legs straight. We're going to lift the hips. So using a little bit of momentum, lift the hips and lower. Lift and lower. So a lot of times we think the work is on the way up. The work is actually on the way down. So controlling the lower. And your shoulders might lift just subtly, but really try to press the back of your arms, the back of your shoulders against the mat, letting your core do the work. If you want to go further, you can swing the legs a little bit forward as you lower. we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So keep your legs floating and we'll just reach for the toes. So now reach, reach, reach. Again, check in with the neck. Adjust your gaze as you need to. You want no sensation in your neck. So maybe in your mind you're reaching for your ankles. Maybe in your mind you're reaching for your pinky toes. So at this point you should feel nice core engagement. Try to control the legs. Try to zip them up. And we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees in and release. So hands under the knees, maybe a little rock up and down to come onto your seat. So once up on your seat, again, bring your hands under your knees, lean back, lift your heart. Now, this time you're gonna bring your hands by your hips and lift the toes. I recommend really squeezing your inner thighs and squeezing the inseam of your feet so that your leg is fused like a fin. Keep your heart lifted, belly hollow. You're gonna tap the toes and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap. So really think about isolating the legs. Try not to move your trunk very much. These are little toe dips. So your core should be nice and warm, maybe even shaking. That's not a bad thing. Little toe dips. And we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, belly hollow, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the toes on the one, hands under the knees. Let's take one final boat. So 90-degree angle in the legs, stop number 1, stop number 2, releasing the hands, stop number 3, maybe the toes lift, one more inhale, exhale, hands under the knees, release the feet. All right, let's do one final exercise. So from your seat, come back to your feet about a 90-degree angle, but this time you're gonna straighten just one leg and bring one knee into your chest and switch and switch. So this is really effective to get toned in your lower abdomen. Lift your heart, smiling helps, things are shaking. And we'll do 8 more. 8, slow and steady, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe both legs lift one more time. And release. All right, and you'll come into a seat. Just move your spine a little bit.